Welcome to another episode on our channel. I am subbing for the wife tonight. Her voice is much better, and I really like to keep it that way. When we shoot these episodes, we don't have a teleprompter, we don't have a script. We just have a general outline in our brain as to what we're going to say. But she'll do a couple of dry runs for each segment that, especially the intro. Um, but that kind of triples the amount of time that she's speaking. And giving a voice a rest when it's already strained is generally a good idea. So you're stuck with me again. Um, she did want me to let you know that tomorrow she'll talk about the selection process. She is a kind of a data nerd from way back. Part of her doctoral studies, she did it's called a cognate in statistics. It's kind of like having a minor when you're at the undergraduate level, but at the postgraduate level, we have a cognate. And it's kind of like having a minor, and hers was a necessity in statistics. But you have to understand, this is back in the day this is mid to late 80s. So this is back in the day where when you did stats, when you crunched the numbers, you used a pencil and a calculator. I'll let her, if she wants to tell you stories about her major professor, an old English gentleman. He was at mid-teens during the Second World War. He's just a proper Englishman. But the man would do calculations in his head to the third and second and third digit past decimal point. It was pretty remarkable. She'll fill you in on the randomization process tomorrow. I guess that's it in terms of announcements. Oh, we are not anywhere near going viral. I think we might have picked up a couple today from yesterday's 45. We are not catching fire. I would like a little smoke though. That make me feel better. But lower the entrance, the higher your odds. So there you go. It works for you, and it works for us too. So the one thing I'm working on, I haven't done a print in a while. The last print I did, I think, was Thor's bust, quite some time ago. So I'm doing a 1/6 scale course, but I'm doing kind of a fantasy figure. Having to put my fingers in. This is a G or PG channel. The gal has no top on, so kitties out there watching. So anyway, it's a real nice bust. It's a fantasy figure. See, it's blind. It has a headdress. It goes, well, not this much. Headdress on each side, and kind of the shape of a web. I had to take the model into a modeler and kind of chop it off on both sides because it was so big, wouldn't print. There's that much of it. Reason I had it, and this is a failed print, by the way. I missed critical support. Don't often do that, but I lost 7 hours. Fortunately, it was hollowed, which means you use a fraction of the amount of resin that you would use. But this whole model, and it comes on a stand as well, has a big old knife in one hand and a staff with a skull on the end of the staff in the other hand. But the thing is, it started out life when I bought it about that big. It was meant for tabletop games, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragon type of thing. It's very, very small. Well, I had to scale it up, and it wouldn't fit on my printer, so I had to chop it up. So we will see if I can join these two pieces together along with the legs and the arms and make the thing fit on the stand without any seams. That's going to be the real challenge. So I don't know how much I have in this. I think this is like $4. Because the resin I'm using is actually kind of expensive resin. It's great resin though. You get what you pay for. Very flexible. This, to give you an idea, if this was not hollow, it'd be about $25 to print, just this. If hollowing out, dropped that to about $4. So this is significant savings by hollowing out. There's problems hollowing out, but I won't go into that. So anyway, so I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button, and turn on the alarm button as well. As I like to say when I'm doing these episodes, we try to do one every day. We don't always succeed, but if you hit the alarm button, it'll let you know when the one pops up. Typically, we get them up about 12:05 Pacific time, daylight time, standard time. Doesn't matter. It's 12:05 in the morning. So with that, I hope everyone has a good night.